Start the stream. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my next stream for today. Hopefully I fixed the echo issue I was having a few minutes ago. And yeah, we'll get started on Higarashi shortly. So I'll go ahead and jump over to Higarashi. And we will jump on Higarashi right now. And I'm going to make sure that I'm live by jumping onto my Twitch on my phone. Thank you, viewer, for joining us. I'm just taking care of a couple things, and then we will get started on the game. I'm Doug, your streamer for this evening. And as you guys might have noticed, I'm probably still pretty new at this, and I'm still figuring it out. So I do have a few videos up already, but I'm trying to post more regularly, so we're working on that specifically. Let's see. Yeah, I just noticed the first issue. Well, next issue, technically speaking. Stream dashboard, don't know why it won't let me. I'm just gonna adjust. Edit stream it. No, yeah. I really probably should be doing this off screen, but whatever. Category. There we go. And with that, I will. Yep. Okay. That's all done. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. And yeah, okay. Back to Higarashi specifically. I guess I'm using my phone for the next trick. Let's see. Nice. Oh, right. I want to pull the link, so I can just copy the link. There we go. Paste. And post. Then we'll go to Insta. Cool keys. Text. Paste. And next. Cool keys. And then Facebook. We pops up there. Yep. And we're golden. Now I will flip back to... Oh yeah, some of my friends like to have a heads up. What to do? Here. sure. Yep. And last thing. And okay. And we're good. Yep. Yeah, I know. Okay. And now we will get started on the next part of Higarashi when they cry. Yes, hello, Padme. Welcome, we're just getting started. Yeah, we're gonna load up our food. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Stuko's lunch extravagant as well? The student stuff in this place looked to it rather trendy. Buying the place when Sadako was starting, our chopsticks walking across the counter stabbing lunches. My, how delicious. Yeah, sure, we'll say. Ah. Oh, this taro was good. The suit stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika's expression broke into a little smile. My, how delicious. This game was good. Q's family was good too. Being cold. Is he something your last name? By the way, Sadako. Great. By the way, Sadako and Rika's count lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika makes both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like Muso cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes worked from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. That's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, I've never attempted that. Oh. Got that. Okay. Just checking something. There we go. Wait a minute. This feels like log. Yeah. Hang on a moment. This feels like we've been in here before already. Oh, here we go. Yep, we already did this chunk. Ah! I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mion were supposed to show me around Hinamizawa. Here we go. This is the part we were supposed to be at. Okay. Rena and Mion are already waiting at the meeting place. Damn, they both look cute. But I kind of like Mion's outfit a bit better. It's a lot more casual. Kei-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really blame that. Ooh, that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting? Hell, that'd be my excuse. Kei-chan, you just got here yourself. Last night episode of 80 Day in Life Up was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Brandon was carrying a pretty heavy-looking backpack. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a connection. Kei-chan, after you left, Rena pulled up all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. There's nothing. Just don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, I'm a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Responsibility? For what? For what? Who knows? As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downward to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Probably a heavy machine. I'm assuming it's a heavy machine. Oh my god. I did not say Google. Why is Google jumping on things? Oh well. Except this was Rena we're talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess? When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I'd say 5. You're exaggerating. Teaching Kid is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Eat out! Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe it's the only thing in that lunch that were in the lunch boxes. Good call there, Kay. Good call. Correction. I say 5 kilos as well. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forget you make Rena sad, okay? The only thing I could do that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Yeah, that's one way to do it. The other option is starve for the day. Having finished with pleasantries, we begin our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existing during my time in the city. These were the boonies after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on a weekend out here. Hi, I'm not one of those, but I also work retail, so yay. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. I do like quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Mabarak, nice leave. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody who ran across. All these passerbys knew my name. When did I become this famous? Good question, Kay. We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. New kid on the block. Woo! It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there's so few people here in Hinazawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Balbara fella who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works. It was the process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this. It was quite effective. I Gracie. From now on, I better make sure to maintain a good reputation. Again, good call, Kay. The day I discovered accidentally copying at the Dirty Magazine bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as the Lech by the next day. Hinazawa is not to be trifled with. Oh boy. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I knew. The first person we met was Old Man Takazawa from the Makino Bike Shop. His hobbies were our bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer's second son, Keisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting and hoping to be an ace sniper in the future. Oh good, he's gonna ditch town and join the army. And the person we met was Io-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are bird watching and photography. Yes, good wholesome hobbies, apparently. You know the names of everyone we pass by, and even their profiles. Oh boy, I feel like I should make a social media joke here, but none's coming to mind. Okay. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah. We're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? Ha 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 ha. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. You're Keiichi Barbara. You say some mean things, but you're actually kind of shy person. A kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Oh my god, they've been keeping track. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. That is not a hobby, that is a lifestyle. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. How did they know that? Didn't you? That's enough, that's enough. Boxers? Enough of that. Apparently there's nothing you can keep hidden here. Well, yeah, didn't we say at the start of the game that it was like, there was no real neighbors aside from like tree, and tree? I remember reading that out loud a couple days ago. Hinamizawa is not a place to be trifled with. As we will learn further into this game. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That wouldn't be an understatement. That's right. We're parading you around like this after all. Don't you know? People think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population of Hinamizawa is shrinking. So the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I don't think they ever said that in the actual anime. Oh well. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved to the city like this before, thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke after all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out again, the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my Marku, how wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. Same population. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, her voice appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I looked over to Rihanna and Neon, they gave me a wink. So now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Rena's brilliant smile signaled approach in a minute that both Neon and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can. But it's just too much! It's fine, Kei-chan, just leave it to this old man. Neon has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. Again, this is why Neon's best girl. I'd expect no less from the last representative. Rena, if we're gonna eat, we may as well go somewhere with a good view. Well, yes! Good idea, I agree. Rena nods her head happily in response to Neon's proposal. Okay. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appears before us. Like so. It had worn down a bit over the years, but the fallen leaves have been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. I think I see, like, black moss here and there. A lot. Oh well.
This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around.
Not at all, because two of the other friends live here. Actually, no, only one lives here. The other one has an abusive uncle, if I remember properly. Maybe I forget.
On our next break, a festival will be held here.
Is it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Higarashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. So that would put them at, like, very early summer, I guess. Well, like, maybe May or June would be my guess. I was embarrassed for assuming festivals had to be held in the summer. So maybe it's springtime right now in Misawa at this point in the story? Huh. Now then, spread out the lunchboxes, and there, various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know. Oh, look! The other two friends. There you go.
Good afternoon.
It was Rika-chan and Sadako. The Trap Master. Why are they here? I'm pretty sure Rika lives there. Mion grins over at me. I see. This was her secret plan to power the numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena.
I can see that much, but why have you laid out a tarp on our property?
Oh yeah, she does live here at this point. Okay, then I must be misremembering stuff. Temple is a public ground, it's not yours.
Keiichi's right. This is everyone's property.
Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl.
Have a seat. Eat with us.
After opening a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Sadako.
Hold on 1 second. Where's my spot?
No spot for you and nothing for you to eat.
Don't worry, there's some for you too.
Then I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that, Rika. Rika! Here's chopsticks. Both Sadako and I left at our boxes having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan? You're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. I have no idea what she's talking about. Have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rena whipped out a pair of chopsticks and paper plates. And yes, this is a horror anime. We're at the point of slice of life silly stuff. Don't worry, the horror will come when it comes. If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up.
That's right, okay. Shall we commence the battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone.
Rena said as she opened up the thermos. Just then I realized this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. Probably why it weighed so much. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I will not allow you to have this hamburger. Hurt. Using your elbows against the rules, Sadako. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum. And an elbow in the opening move, Sadako appeared, got the upper hand, but the difference of proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal. It gave me the upper hand. I also am terrible with chopsticks.
mojo has been tested. No. Sadako and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan pat me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It's almost like flowers were floating around her. Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her walked up. This is how our meals usually go. I do anything in my power just so things can stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Oh, good actual dialogue. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Okay, that's news to me. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? That's a scary thought. It seems that long ago people ate in silence. Must have made people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Probably because back then people were busy even while eating, didn't have time to complain with flavor. That's just you. But you know, it's just hearing it's good makes me happy. The effort that was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. That's the perfect time Rika struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Okay. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible. Oh, Rika-chan, you don't know. I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika and rubbing her cheek against it so hard I could almost hear it. To reward Rika for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika-chan. Apple rabbits. I shudder to imagine what that actually looks like. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is this, Sachiko? What's with that defiant look? Has everyone prepared a proper phrase to receive apples from Rena's farm? Don't push yourself. What kind of phrase do you think up with your weak vocab? Oh, well then. Allow me to show you. After Sadako slapped Mion and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey, so Rena Oni-chan's lunch. Sadako thought it was yummy too. Sadako looked at her proudly while talking. Cutesy. Yes, a well-fluted cutesy. What? How is that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears, that's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? Is that Rena's limited special skill? She blushed, her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Please don't! Oh! First that was asked pretty possible. Rena glomped Sadako and get her cheek again. Cutie! Sadako so cute! Take home, swish. Stab. Swish. Sadako was also presented with an apple, with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Miyomi with this defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair. To think she had such a trick. But it sucks you that much. Why don't we reward Rena with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Sadako, you think you won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your gimmicks? Sounds great, Neon. What kind of trick is it? K-chan's gonna be the one who does it. What? Oh, why don't I have you show me that? The writhing of an old maid. The plan of attack he suggested was wicked. It was the only thing we had to beat Sasuke. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally, calmly, perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? It's all freshly made, right? No. Actually, almost all of it was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say it, must I? From the synergy of a boy plus handmade lunchbox and expression of this ultimate euphoria. I already know this one, right? What? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words "I can't believe it" were practically written on her face. How can you tell? How? I made that one. Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence out of the middle of the area. Rena's face, still frozen red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Sadako also blushed. Of course I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Even if this was all because I was competing against Sadako, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then at that point, what? It was a tougher container filled with rabbits. Please eat some Keiichi-kun! There's plenty for you! Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved in my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, so, Keiichi-kun. My head was forcefully laid upon her lap. Even more apples were shoved in my mouth, while she was squealing one apple after another was forced in my mouth. How about the apple side? It looks like a win. Keiichi-kun, that was a beautiful sacrifice. Hey, Kancha does do something. How's that, Sadako? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery! It doesn't bother me at all. Sadako grounds her teeth, mortified. We did it. I claim victory as my consciousness drifts slowly away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple wrapper, placing it in her cupped hands. Seemed at a loss of what to do. Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel so sorry for him. I want to save him. No, Rika. Rabbit has been cooked. It's fine. Whee! That was the sound of blood splurting from Rena's mouth. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me and gathered them up and fixed them back on the plate. Yeah, they're all just fine. Hey, here, I'll give them to you, Rika-chan. Hey. Rika-chan raised up Sadako's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbit shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our food." Damn you, cuteness. What? Come back? I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. In vain! What the? I guess it's a scene transition. It was a fun-filled, crazy day. As soon as the sun set, the end of the day really did come. It's so quickly. I agree. Moo. Later, Rena and Kei-chan. See you later. See you tomorrow. Thanks for taking me out. I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Sadako and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Kei-chan. Kichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste just to go home now. Then well, would you mind taking a little detour maybe? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take that long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. Oh boy. Lots of beautiful painted scenery. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came from here. A large heap of garbage spread out towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping, I recall being in the newspaper. Oof, oof, oof. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was this garbage pile? It's not garbage! To me, it's a pile of treasure. Yes, Rena's a dumpster diver. Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers, so that meant there was some cute here. Woo, a new pile! I can't wait! She bound up the unstable slope. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming! Whoa, whoa, whoa! My city race self was completely pitiful. It's alright, just stay right there, Kichi-kun. It won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step! I'm fine. This is nothing. Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Rena disappeared on the other side. I didn't like being left behind, so I was still pretty tired for the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higarashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, a sudden noise of scattered pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I looked around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa! You surprised me! Although so startled, when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who was surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? I gathered he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I'm Timotaki, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I'm asking who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly try to photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see. So what? You're saying I'm the same as the birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for taking a picture with him without asking. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt from being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy, trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Brenda would be back soon. This older guy, Tomatake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling by himself. Kichi-kun, sorry to keep waiting, I'm finished now. Brenda popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. Dunno, maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Tomataki-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh, I responded like I would if I were talking with Ren and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. Wait, what? Yes, guys. Dark secret? Missing body parts? Oh, boy. Ah, Kichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess. I best leave you lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. And he left. Tomataki-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder. It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it, finding a treasure trove? Oh, yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. A Colonel Sanders doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always put in front of that fried chicken place. That life-size dummy. Yes, it's the KFC guy. Hi, guys. Yes, Colonel Sanders. How cute. I want to take it home. I couldn't tell how she decided what's cute or not, but she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? Oh, yes. It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon. Brenna seemed a bit down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. Thank you? Birds heading home to roost proclaim that nightfall will soon be upon us. Keiichi-kun is gonna help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. Ow! Brenna staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey, Brenna, Loco, did something happen here? Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details, though, no. Just wondering if you knew about, an accident or something? Yeah. Why did the music stop, guys? I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Brenna quickly lightened her expression. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that... So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't want to talk about it? That was kind of a feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course, it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident, so it seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. If it's just like Tomataki said, then I have a feeling only the Higarashi would know. Oh boy. You have received new tips. The Malbara Mansion, the damn site murder, dismemberment. Wait, what? You new tips. I want to read this one. What's this? I want to look at it. Oh, this must be like side content. So, Kei-chan, you're not sneaking rich. What is it? What is this also? Did you come to school in a limo before? How much you get per month off? $10? Why, that's not a lovely amount. His lunch made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. What are you talking about? He asked out of nowhere how much I get and was told that's a lovely amount. Oh, sorry. Trying to pick up my dubious expressions are giggling. Kei-chan, your house, is pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people around Himizawa flowing into Mabara Mansion, and it sort of stands out. Mabara Manor? Since the house is so big, everybody is gossiping, wondering how exactly you were rich. I see, now I get it. While the frame of it is huge, I can see how it could cause some misunderstandings. For my deduction, I read to spend too much money on the building of the house, and that's why they are now broke. Being broke, how very, very unfortunate. Rika-chan took video of me as she had in my head. I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires for her. We're the image of normal average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. That entrance is so grand, the gate is so large enough for a large foot to get through. That's not normal at all. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. And that is why I live in a goddamn apartment. Condo apartment. Hi, kitty. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. There are a bunch of different workshops and lots of work are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people in cars would come in to see the gallery open up in the house someday. By the way, the entrance way beyond is talking about the one of the studio is the one for the studio, and the normal is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Mabara family actually uses is very plain and simple. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Keisha's house. They would not be rich for having a home like that. What could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute hidden in the house. They probably had no money to purchase furniture, so those apartment rooms. There are carpet rooms. I would love to try rolling around on the floor. Oh, that'd be great. I want to roll around too. It's like our imaginations are just piling on. Well, some in the near future wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. Dad is a sucker for the ladies, so I might even let them look around his studio. The cry at Higarashi's crescendo of the sky cards over everything. It was hot, the air was clear, it smelled like the beginning of summer. Okay. The second one I don't think will be nearly as long. From June XF 1979 edition. The Shishibone City Okinomiya Police Station, June XX, late at night. Suspect, there's a lot of X's here, guys. Were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender, quadruple X, has been added to the wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, the six suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on double digits month day at 9 p.m., where they were suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer, quadruple X, as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On WF at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect believes having murdered Mr. Quadruple X. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since the portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, He was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is reported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with the testimonies, the investigation is still ongoing. Yay! We are going to save. Oh good, we're done with chapter 2, finally. A Colonel Sanders. Of course, that's right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take it home, Sadako and Rika, but I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear from Rena, don't you think? He'll probably say because it's so cute, though. Wasn't that what literally just said last chapter? Does Serena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look, but a girl hurried around with the garbage as well. If Brennan enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What are you doing over there? Dam construction? I've been bugging me since yesterday. It's like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an honest word like "fought" come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Inuzawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So I'm the only one here so I'm only able to be here because the merge has succeeded. I'm sorry, I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. Sadako. Wait to use the can until you're ready to go. It's a lot easier with the shoes right. Wait, what? Eek? How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauties myself? Who is she calling a maiden? If Sadako really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. Keiichi Narbara-kun wishes to be included as our member in our activities. What say you? Rena has no objection. Oh! I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Sadako both approve. The three that Mion and queried voiced their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Narbara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does is see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they're in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak. I prefer you didn't single me out. Let's try getting home to get along. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This is starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically this club is put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. By playing various games that Mion had boarded every day, it seems that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner, or a penalty for the person who finished in last. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? I don't make Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society: aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 in our society: for that reason, you're obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Sadako said it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary. Of course, I will do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody's aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike just to play for fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, K-Chon. Rana can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Mion began fishing around the student lockers in the back of the room. They have games here at the school? Well, it's a club equipment, so complicated games are what K-Chan had a disadvantage. So today we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game like Old Bachelor? Alright, let's do this. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to have their face drawn. What do you think? Oh, it won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based, base painting with oil-based paint. That is perfect. Sadako cheered the idea on. She didn't flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seems like she's ready to go. It's gonna be like this, and I can't lose either. Then I'll cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. There's only one difference: there's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take out a card now. Rena took one card left face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'll be pretty obvious in the end game. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem relaxed as I was. They compared their cards with one face down, all while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card is, what the table is? Remember the second rule of our society. Keiichi-chan must try his hardest to win as well. A number of cards are quite unique in Keiichi-kun. Should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't you think a little thing like that could be your crutch? I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear of each individual card. It wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it. I'll take the adventure and carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. How about I tell you your hand starting from the right? Starting from the right. 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. What? Okay, you're screwed. By the way, Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. I can tell with the art even if you switch them around. I'm out. I thought I was prepared for this to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons! You're all demons! Brenna isn't a demon, are you? Are you kidding me? Sorry, Keiji-kun. This is the Three of Hearts team. I'm out. Oh, not even a hint of mercy. Brenna, even Rika-chan. These club activities were to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. Hold that thought there, caveman. Come back to me at the end of the game with that thought in mind. After our entire class had self-detonating collar strapped to their necks and were dropped in a deathmatch on the deserted island, these guys would probably take it like fish to water. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest points, total wins. Since KG finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 mark down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to KG if you don't use a new deck. It's fine, K-chan is a man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home soaked with pillows and tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid upon the top of my head with trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Keep on fighting, yeah? Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power of us muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi Mahabara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Brenna said, each card has its own distinct markings that make it stand out. Memorizing should be pretty simple. Think what you can do with this situation. Track everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Oh, great, Keiichi, just like that. I covered the inking marked cards in my hand or other cards arranged in such a way that they couldn't be seen. The one with the corner should be the 5. I'm out. I couldn't let any of these precious bits slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Sadako fanned out her cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wondered about that. You don't know unless you take it. There's a bit of this manner or expression. Like she doesn't want it to take it. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary laugh slip by me. I know. It's this one. Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer. Oh, rang out. What is this? The 7 should have been the hardest one of all. Should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. Wasn't remembers and markings. No slight change in their expressions as I was selecting a card were none. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course everyone else was too. Whoa, it's rare that Michan gets a card wrong. No. Kei-chan. Could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was nail scratch. So I put a new one on it. Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? What an impressive show of wit. Kei-chan landed a clean hit. Clap. That's great, Keiichi-kun. That was a incredible match, you know. I haven't seen the photo under me on my brilliant battle left being ecstatic. My total points of dollars set in stone that Beyond would win, I would finish last. I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice, careful to get on Neon's nerves. Well, I'm gonna end up the loser, but I'm gonna be satisfied with one having Neon at the end. That should be the proverbial slap in the face. Neon, who at the top already ensured victory. Even if K-Chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up in dead last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. You win, then I'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without going her into it. One chance to say. Let me hear the rules. Neon discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with a joke card that was on the table to shuffle the resulting hand behind her back. The card on my right, the card on my left. Hey John, you guess which hand the Joker's in then? He wins. When you turn around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show you the card in the other hand. That okay? The other 3 gulp nervously at the unexpected turn of events. Alright, you got it. Young grasped 1 card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First, I need to step them close. The card on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one, I wonder? H, be careful. Yeah, of course, this is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely on the card on the left, I saw a little bear. It wasn't the one I hadn't seen before. That card is... I didn't let that bit from Sadako slip by me. Beyond his left her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Sadako's reaction that card's already appeared during the game. Since it already appeared before, that meant that it definitely was not the Joker. Oh. K-Chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should be able to declare the card on the right was the Joker. Even without Neon's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. Well, wasn't it a bit too rash because I based solely on Sadako's reaction? More carefully, I remember now, that mark, the left card. No doubt about it, the 7 of clubs. 7 clubs? See, I won. The card on the left was the 7 clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I was expecting no less from you. There's a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. What could H-Chan possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Shush. Oh! This written the right one is the Joker. For H-Chan. Neon let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah, one of those is the Joker, right? H has good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan by... So basically, the 7 of clubs. I discarded that by matching the sun with 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to this card off at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that small pile. So that means Beyond pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card. That means... I see, I get it now. This left card is being disguised as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across me unsuspecting, and I didn't let that slip by. Then with the grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. The 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Neon. Being the first president of this club, I've witnessed a variety of performances. K-Kun-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Neon could give. Neon accepted her defeat, dropped the card from both hands. My comeback victory! Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting, congratulating me on her victory. Rika-chan is... Ren is not a bit gaped at us as if we'd seen a ghost. What is this? Ren, what is it, Renna? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? This is fair and square. Right? Rika only pets them on the head to console them. What's the meaning of... At that moment, Renna let out a small shriek. Keiichi-kun? Is this how it was? You know, Kei-chan, I thought you read into that. I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No. It was just me. It was a gamble. You had just jumped to conclusions like a rat that I would have had lost. It was the answer everyone was searching about. Neon picked up the card from the music can. Kei-chan, you know, you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. It was the card that became the victor of this duel. The card under the 7 of clubs was the 2 of diamonds. A double bluff. It was a setup behind the setup. I just picked the right one without reading too deeply into it. On me, on Shinozaki, club president, to accept HMR varsity membership in our club. As I slumped to my knees, dazed, and everybody let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave, despite my defeat. The match is over. Is now over. Today's victor is me, Neon Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Marabara. Everyone had made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking, she's gonna do it again. When Keiichi-chan stopped a moment before he touched the correct card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey, wait! All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly? Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters! Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It'll be a problem if you refuse to come back to school. The other 3 members held my arms and shoulders firmly. Mian approached, licking her lips. Her right hand pulled something out of her pocket. It's a felt tip marker. It is large and oil-based. Okay, here we go. Shift the cap on the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No! 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 I let out my death throes. Who knew Old Bachelor would be such an intense match? Ugh. There's a lot of scene progression now. As soon as the club activities were finished, Renna flew off, probably so she could dig out that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Neon and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Renna would be grateful to them. Mountains of treasure means that damn construction site before. Oh right, Neon would probably tell me. That murder by the dismemberment that seemed to have happened over there. Over there, you know that damn construction site? Did something happen long ago? Something sure did, a grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided to listen just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk in that damn reservoir. I would have fought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly as if the whole thing happened right in front of her. To be fair, considering her family, yeah, probably did. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right? The mayor and front takers in the village all signed the petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck a deal with the legislature, and as a result, the development plans were retracted. It was retracted. It was our complete victory. There wasn't any violence, was there? Like assaults or murders? None. She promptly cut me off. Same as Rena did. Her words signaled the end of the discussion. Himataki-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that murder was a dismemberment that had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity was unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside. Later, see you tomorrow. Kei-chan, can't watch that off until you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while seeing the glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty jewels they grew. Damn you, Mion! We shall rule through this day! If our roles are ever reversed, I'm not gonna slop it. All over your face, you won't be able to take it off, even with a scouring pad. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom and embarrassed myself yet again. The mood I'd come home to was already on edge. It's not a common thing in our family. Whenever Dad came up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered in my ear, "Well, KT, Dad's in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay?" Can't come up with a new idea. It's because deadlines are so close together this time, your dad needs time to recharge a little, or it doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family. He runs out of ideas, and that's the end of the Barbaras. Yeah, this is why you don't run a family on just an artist's salary, I'm sorry. Maybe it was doable back then, but it's not now. I know a lot of artists, so I see that a lot. Never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Again, he'd have to be to do all that. Wouldn't it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering the house? The theme of the piece this time is in the household. So it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif. That's quite a bothersome motif. Keiichi, pick up your room, it looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Oh, come on. Please don't use my room as the motif. Keiichi, there's some time before dinner, so please go take a walk back or something. His bad mood is only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a walk so I don't aggravate him further. I guess I will then. Unfortunately, my right leg is kind of slipping on me a little bit. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It'd be dark by the time I got back, and I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Himazao creep me out. If Mion or Sadako ever found out about that, I smiled wryly. Yeah. Rena's probably still at the mountain treasure at the damn construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. It's only so bad to have her owe me one. She might return the favor next time we have the club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Himataki-san might be there as well. The only person with information about Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd ask for more details. task. Is there really a dismemberment here in King Masala? That was my real intention. Yep, we're back over here again. Ah, jeez, it's late. I should probably get some sleep. Yeah, that's a pretty decent amount for today. Alright, guys, I'm gonna save here and call it a night because I do have to get up early in the morning tomorrow. So, have a good night. As I save out. There we go. Menu. Yep. I love how the game just says, "Are you sure?" As far as, "Are you sure you want to quit out today?" And it's like, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.